Happy
I
Cloaca
shit my
Day.
pants.
Oh shit, someone shit their pants, apparently.
Happy Cloaca Day.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 37. Let's jump right into introductions. As CL3R1C, we have Unspoken Cookie.
Hello, I'm here to spread the confectionery chaos.
And your cheeks.
And your cheeks.
As our artificer, we have as our artificer, Connie Romave, we have Azul, the glorious god of balance.
Y'all dip cheese in your eggnog?
What?
All the time.
Ew.
As the Grim, we have Lemmy Lemonhead, the lime green lemon man.
By all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what you think is impossible.
Anyways, as Khan Incubo, or a Jambo Sanguine Wing, we have Professor Zool.
It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Yes!
As Leopold Marcus Arcadian, we have Ivanator.
What do you call a dog that's a magician's assistant? A labracadabrador.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Amazing. As Advinkari, we have Tamaz Alpha.
Greetings, everyone. Can't wait to enjoy another drug-free hallucination.
Can you be inventive for once with your intros instead of saying the same goddamn thing? We're all trying out here.
And, of course...
It's better to know than anime titty milk.
No.
And of course,
consistent,
last but certainly the most important, there is I, Echraganleviathan, as your archivist.
Said no one ever.
Exactly.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Well, I care.
God.
Everyone cares.
Does anybody want to use Safu?
Bazinga!
Let's jump right into announcements, guys.
Nobody
First
cares.
announcement.
God left us.
I am the worstest at posting things on YouTube. Cause I still have yet to post episode 36 on YouTube.
And for once, I actually got the thumbnail done on time, which is...
No, yeah, I'm shit. I am shit.
Come on, man. My dead
bird
bird posts are reliant on your YouTube scheduling.
It's true. It is reliant on my YouTube scheduling, and I am a terrible person for not being able to post that. I apologize. But
it's all good.
You're fine.
But yeah, so that will be posted after this session when we finally get that done. And also, I will be posting the first episode of Chapter 2 of Aeidros Expanded on Monday of next week. This whole week for work for me has just been shite. Let's just put it that way. It has been a rough week of work. So, I have been behind on my projects and been behind on posting. So,
Whipping a foreign and I can't whip no beetle.
You guys go check out Eldritch Funky Function though. All 13 episodes up on YouTube. All 13 current episodes up on YouTube. And hopefully next week we will be having another episode, or not next week, week after next. Which doesn't mean anything in YouTube time for those of you who are, watching on YouTube. As always, we would like to give a huge shout out to vindsvept, Alexander Nakarada, Tabletop Audio, and Breaking Copyright Royalty-Free Music for being artists and compiling artists who put their stuff into Creative Commons so that we do not have to sell our arms and legs in order to buy licensing.
I'd sell somebody else's anyway.
It's true. So thank you guys so much for doing that for us. Also, below the stream and in the description of the majority of our YouTube videos, you will find a little donation place where you can send us money to where I would not have to be the one to make sure that I post things anymore. You guys can maybe donate us a little money, and then we will put that directly back into the channel to get us better equipment, better things to help us remember to post things, because that is the
Yeah,
main thing.
give a little, man. We give you so much content. We've been doing this for half a year, and you can't just give a little money.
Actually,
What's wrong with you?
It's been a little bit over about a week over 10 months since the first episode was posted to YouTube.
Give us money. Give us your money so we can give it to them.
But yeah. So just think about donating to us so that we might bring you a higher level of content than previous times. And with that, I think that brings us to the end of announcements. I don't have anything. Does anyone else have anything? No? Okay.
I have a quick question.
Oh, yes, absolutely, Con.
Can my professor lore be that I am a mentat?
You're a mentat?
A mentat? Let's put...
Do you even know
From
that
Fallout?
reference?
Yes, I know what a mentat...
No,
It's from
no,
Fallout.
no. It's
No,
a
it's
reference
not.
to Dune.
I will Mick smack you upside your Mick fucking head.
Well, I'm
If you
about
ever
to make fucking have intercourse, so fuck off.
Hey, yo.
You shouldn't fuck outlets.
I mean, considering
Bad
my birthday
word.
gift from Azul,
Alright.
I mean, if
Since-
you count that as an outlet.
Since no one
Or
else
more
has
to
any
input.
announcements, let's jump right on into this.
Wait, I never said I
episode.
never had an announcement.
What is your announcement, Lemmy?
I shitted and farted and came.
Okay. And with that, let's jump right into today's episode of The Archives of Eternity. Where we had left off, you all had just awoken from a long rest, and this being the day of the assault on the castle in Darringtown, you all awoke to the smell of blood. Rushing downstairs, and with a few well-placed investigation checks, you found some dried blood and callipus claws. Claw marks, specifically. Following the blood trail outside, you emerged and found a desiccated corpse. The corpse of an orcish individual who was named... whose name I did not write down, because I'm a dumbass. Who was one of the upper echelon generals of the resistance force here in Darringtown.
Didn't you say his name was Ingrith Orar? Or was that the Lord?
That was, Ingrith was someone different. Ingrith Karar, I believe, was the Lord of Darringtown.
Got it.
Rindal was his name. Rindal. That was the guy's name. Anyways, having discovered the corpse of Rindal, you used a Speak with Dead spell to make a few, or to ask a few well thought out questions to the corpse.
The
Having
most coherent we've been in a while.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Having been able to figure out where this certain murder had happened, he directed you, telling you that there was only one other victim from what he saw. Cleric buried his body, and you all went rushing off to discover where this scene had taken place. As you all begin running towards the alleyway that he had directed you towards, you turn right, and run through the alleyway and discover a body. His black scaled armor lending you to believe he is a black scale. What do you do, gentlemen?
Can I make an investigation check to see how he was killed?
Absolutely.
I'd like to see if he is as desiccated as the other guy.
Absolutely. Roll investigation checks, both of you.
Can admin check to see if this carapace was magically summoned, or if there's any magical presence that was manipulated, if anyway.
Go right ahead. Make an Arcana check for me.
Got a total of 10.
Total of 10 for you there, Leopold?
Yep.
Okay. It's pretty obvious what the cause of death was. There are large claw marks digging directly into his torso.
I got a 27.
For Arcana?
Yep.
Okay. It's strange. You have never felt something like this. It's less that there is a presence of magic, more that there is an absence of it.
Is it similar to how Yorin and his abilities are? Because I know his is more separate from magic, in a way.
You would know that Yorin's abilities, while not necessarily magical in nature, do not create an absence of magic.
So this in itself is creating like a tear in the magical field.
Mm-hmm.
Seven investigation check.
What was it, Con?
Oh,
7.
7?
To check how
Seems
desiccated.
pretty raisiny.
fellas.
Rooney.
Although bro could have probably just, spent too much time in the water. You don't know.
Nah, that looks very different from desiccated.
Magical field here. It's dead. Almost. As if it's been torn.
Or consumed?
You could say that, maybe.
Khan begins thinking.
What?
Mr. Detective. What have you concluded so far?
Should I roll an investigation check?
Sure, go right ahead.
Alright. Hold on.
Sorry to interrupt, but we already know what killed them, right?
You heard a small description from the previous corpse you questioned, which was he was extremely tall, had large antlers, and extremely painful claws.
Right. And we also got an inkling on the claws on the walls of what it was as well.
Indeed, carapace
It was
claws.
Carapace.
Yes. In fact, I might actually look that up to see what the heck that is.
6 plus 7, 13 from my investigation check.
Calipus, if you're looking to spell it. What was it, Grim?
Wait, can you type that out? Because I didn't
Yeah.
hear all that.
It was a 6 plus 7, which is 13,
6
I want to say.
plus 7 is indeed 13, yes. What are you specifically trying to infer from this body, Grim?
The identity of who got killed.
He's a black scale.
Okay, but
He doesn't wear any identifying sort of anything, but he
Black.
is an actual person,
well,
unlike the animated armors that you all came across on the bridge.
okay, so can you just give me like a general rundown of what I think could have happened, even though I might already know?
I apologize for interrupting. I
It's
can't
not-
find anything about it.
It's not with an I, it's an O.
Is it an O? Is it
It's an O.
Calopus?
Yes, it's a calopus.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, I did misspell it. My bad. I did misspell it when I sent it to you. I thought it was calipus. It's calipus. Calopus.
Okay.
There it is. Yep.
Yep, there you go.
Thank you.
My bad.
All
I
right,
was like,
cool.
I wasn't getting anything, but now I replaced the I with an O. It immediately popped up.
Yep. Alright, Grim. As you're looking at his body, you see the large claw marks literally tearing through his armor. And you can see his body extremely desiccated and drained.
Okay.
His eyes having sunken into the back of his head, his cheeks looking sallow, and like his skin is literally sloughing off his body.
Whatever happened
Schluffing.
here. So, with that investigation check, can I, or would I have to make an insight check as to like get the? Can I? Because let's be clear, I know what happened, and I know who did it. I'm not gonna say who, cause, but can I make like some sort of insight check as to like the motive of these killings?
Absolutely.
My insight is not high, but I'll try it anyway.
And can I have an insight check,
Oh,
Grim, to see if he's telling the truth or not?
Sure.
That would be for insight. It's 16 plus 1, and do I have to roll a deception?
Well, deception or persuasion, whichever it is. Do not tell us which.
And you don't say.
Ooh.
Alright, Grim, you would understand that this is out of hunger.
Ah, okay. But is there like any connection between these two people?
Well, one is a black scale, the other was an upper echelon officer of the resistance.
Okay. So these two sides opposed to each other. Could I maybe assume that... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask Rachel how well... I'm gonna walk up to Rachel and ask, how well did you know this resistance leader?
He's been part of the resistance for the whole week we've been here. He was one of our first volunteers.
Is there... Interesting. He killed two people, one from both factions. Do you think maybe... And you can tell me if I'm in the wrong, but... Perhaps... It might have been an inside agent? Because it seems unlikely that two members of two different factions would be killed at the same time.
I'd like to roll an insight check on Grim.
Roll
to
an
see
insight.
If he thinks that, or if
Okay.
he knows.
Do I have to roll another one?
No, you don't. Advin,
Okay.
what was your insight?
I got a 20. I got a natural 20 with a +1, so 21.
Jesus Christ, why is that the first roll?
Grim seems to be okay. It seems like he understands what's going on, but he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Alright then. Ivan's going to see if he can track down this Calipus then.
Roll survival or arcana if you want.
DM.
Yes, Con.
Arcana then, of course.
For my insight check, that's a 24.
Yeah, Grim seems.
No, wait, sorry, 22.
Grim seems
if
like his
he-
normal self.
Well, no, I'm asking. My insight check was to see if he knew whether or not that guy was an inside.
He does not
double agent
seem.
or not.
He does not seem to know if he was an inside agent or not.
Okay.
Thank God.
Rachel just kind of... I have no idea if he was an inside agent, but if he was, I feel like we would have seen something from him by now.
Okay. I'm only asking because it seems oddly coincidental that that these two in specific died.
Well, we don't know if there's been any other victims.
Can I search the rebel leader? Or this guy, the rebel?
He's already been buried, and
The
you
rebel
guys...
leader was buried.
Yeah,
Okay, then can I search the black scale?
I
absolutely.
will assist Grim in searching this guy's body for
Investigation.
sort of like intel or...
With advantage because Khan is assisting you.
Okay, good, because that... Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I rolled two twos.
Oh, damn.
Can I...
Isn't that a...
You know, wait! I still have that inspiration point you gave me.
I
Oh,
do.
damn.
Or you do,
Bro had
yes.
straight up ballerina there for a second.
But should I burn it on this, though? It might be important.
I mean,
Use it how
Are
you
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 gonna
can
remember
have someone else do it. Well, I can also investigate stuff. if you
Yeah,
want.
you know what? I'll
Are
give
you
you...
gonna- Are you gonna remember to use your inspiration point later? Is my question.
Well, the thing is that, like, if I use it now, I won't have it later, so if it's an important moment later on, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it.
Yeah. Well, is there an expiration date on that inspiration?
Nope.
There you go. You're fine.
So should I use it?
I would say don't use it, and then I
Okay,
can
I'll
investigate if you want.
I'll give Connie the help action, I suppose.
All right. So what am I investigating again?
The corpse to
black
find
steel.
any, like, intel or something.
Okay. I kind of
Anything relating as to why they're here.
Gotcha. I kind of push up my glasses and look intently at it, and I get a. I have advantage, right? Because you said give me the help.
Yes, because I'm giving you the help action.
Okay. So that's a the other one's a natural one. Yeah, that's not it. But we got this one, so that is a that's a 24.
Ooh.
Okay.
And DM, I got a 26 on my Arcana.
Okay. I'll get to you in just 1 second, Advin. Connie.
Yep, just wanted to tell you my roll.
Thank you. Connie,
Mm-hmm.
as you're investigating the corpse, number one, the first thing you notice about it is it feels a lot more familiar to you. The atmosphere in this alleyway seems to feel a lot more like home. The dead body's a bit off-putting, but the atmosphere feels normal. As you're searching the body, it has pouches full of various items, like alchemy items you'd think would be used for alchemy and stuff. He also has a length of rope. He has some rubber on him, which is unusual.
Huh.
And he has about 1,300 gold.
Alchemical
And this is the-
ingredients?
This is the black scale.
Yes, this is the black scale. You also find a rank insignia, along with a note.
Okay. I kind of hand the gold to Rachel, kind of absent-mindedly, and pick up the note. Kind of look through it.
Okay. As you open the note, you see a hastily drawn map with the battle plans. The battle plans marked on it.
Our battle plans?
The Resistance's battle plans.
Oh.
Hmm.
Huh.
There might have been something going on after all.
Well,
Does it look like a copy of an original?
It looks like a copy of your. It's on a smaller piece of paper, but it looks like a copy of your map that you have in the living room of the abode.
Well, we might want to switch up our strategies a bit.
I check him for pieces of parchment, anything that might pertain to his orders or things like that, rather than the
Well,
intelligence.
I will say the
If you
other
want to watch a show, I don't care.
there are no other forms of parchment.
Okay.
Well, I think we can safely assume that that individual who we found is dead, because he's a traitor. And the guy over here is dead and was unable to hand in our battle plans to his superiors. I will take the note and set it on fire.
Fair.
We can't assume.
What is?
Advin. I guess you're muted, probably doing something.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Advin, with your Arcana check, you proceed to feel the vibe around the area, trying to sense where this Calipus-like creature had been. And as you open your eyes, the sense of magical weave that seems to flow within the atmosphere, you see it essentially a blank space where it is, leading down further into the alleyway and leading back to the abode.
I'm just gonna follow towards that presence. I'm just gonna kinda say something, but he's not gonna say it like super out loud. He's just gonna say it like kinda quickly. I think it's over here, and then move on.
So
if anyone like is paying attention, they can follow. But if no one's paying attention, they may have to roll or something.
So you begin to move down the alleyway.
Yeah.
Okay. As you move down the alley, the tear within the atmosphere itself kind of throwing you off. It feels empty. So empty. As you continue down the alleyway. And as you
Am I able to
as you come into a square before you do that,
I actually wanted to, before I do anything, I wanted to test it. So am I in an area where it feels like there's like, it's an empty field?
it is devoid of magic.
Just so I'm unable to cast spells.
You can attempt to cast a spell if you want.
Yeah, prestidigitation, just a simple cantrip.
It does
Am I
not
able
work.
to cast a cantrip?
It does not
Good
work.
to know. Okay. Avens, I'm going to take this into account. I'll continue forward.
As you continue forward, you come into a square with 20 to 30 bodies of black scales littering it.
And got busy.
You see all of them with those similar claw marks in their chests, in varying states of readiness and fear. Some look like they tried to run away, others looked like they tried to stand and fight, a few look like they got caught off guard. All of them looking as if they had been ready for a nighttime assault. As you glance around, the absence of magic in this square is palatable.
This is a creature that's able to consume magic. Intriguing. Avon's going to be taking some notes. He's going to try to hide. I don't want to engage this creature.
Okay. You would notice that there isn't really any presence around.
No presence around. Just this is a place devoid of magic.
This is just a place devoid of magic.
All right, I want to yell out, "Hey, I think there's something over here."
Okay. You all would hear that coming from down the alley.
Con will head over.
Okay.
As will Leopold.
Okay. Give me one sec. You would all, those of you who went down the alley would see the familiar sight, or the similar sight to what I have just described to Advin.
Well, I get to looting bodies.
Okay. Sorry, what
Seriously?
happened? My internet cut out again. What happened?
They went further down the alleyway and found 30 to 40 black scales, all of them in varying forms of readiness, some looking like they ran away, others looking like they got caught off guard, all with those claw marks in their chests.
Well, okay, I heard that bit, but everything after that, what happened?
Oh, Advin just yelled out to you guys.
Okay.
I think there's something over here.
Whoa.
Hey, Connie.
Christ.
Connie,
Yeah?
help me look through these bodies.
Oh, okay.
And I give Connie
If you
a
find
thumbs
any magical ingredients, please bring it to me.
Right. Magical. Okay. I go to start
Uh.
sorting through bodies, kind of holding back a little bit because it's kind of gross, so I'm just kind of...
Evan's also going to be looking mainly for magical ingredients and stuff to help for his more expensive spells.
And I guess I'll look around for any motivation for these killings.
Alright.
For
Sorry.
can I just investigate the crime scene?
Yeah, go ahead and investigate the crime scene. Advin, what did you ask?
I was going to be looting the bodies for magical ingredients or stuff to help for my more expensive spells.
Okay.
Anybody want to help me with my investigation?
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I
You
mean,
don't
on the
have to help me.
side, on the side, Evan could help.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess you could help me investigate the crime scene and also look for magical ingredients.
Well, it's just, I feel like it'd be more effective if I do one or the other. You know what?
I won't
Eric-
need. I don't need your help. You don't have to if you...
Okay. You sure you don't need help?
I mean, somebody else could step
Con
in.
and
but I
Advin
guess-
make investigation checks to loot bodies.
I was helping Connie.
Oh,
I said,
Connie and Advin.
Connie, help me, but I kind of just shoved him at the body.
Connie, check if there's explosives. Shoves him.
I
into a
don't want
landmine.
to... Explodes.
Yeah.
16.
11 plus 7, so 18 total investigate.
Okay, 18 total on investigation for Grim. Advin?
I got a 16.
Okay, Connie.
Investigation?
Yep, you have advantage because of Con.
Okay. Alright, that's a... 13.
Okay.
God damn it, Connie.
Sorry, I got a 4 and a 3.
So, Grim,
Mm-hmm.
what are you trying to infer from the crime scene?
I'm trying to infer, basically give myself a timeline of what happened, what killed what, like, what exact, like, I suppose I'm trying to recreate the event in my head.
Okay. I will say it's hard to establish a timeline because of how desiccated the corpses are.
And I guess also my shitty perception of time.
But
yeah.
as far as recreating the events go, the ones that were caught off guard were closer to the entrance of the square. you kind of imagine the description that Rindal gave you, and imagine it tearing into the first two people, throwing them down after it had sated its appetite on them, and then going to the next one, and the next one, and basically going clockwise around this square, killing people left and right.
Okay. Can I tell if any of these people, these black scales, were like high-ranking members or something? Or are they just random soldiers?
They all look pretty much like random soldiers.
So would we be able to infer that the guy in the alleyway where Randall was killed is probably the highest ranking of this group?
Yep. It's Rindal, not Randall.
No, it's Randall.
Randall.
Randall now.
The Scream Extractor.
Randall, son of Randall.
Randolph, son of Mandolph, keeper of the flame of Emorthiolith.
Lord of the Bean.
This is the fifth bean.
Alright, guys.
Alright.
Let's move on.
You're laughing at it. You can't be mad at it.
I'm not mad. I just want to move on.
Alright.
want to move on from the beans.
As you guys, as far as Advin you go, you got a 16 on your investigation, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You find a few magical components here and there. What you find strange is that they each have a maybe like 5-foot length of rubber tubing.
Would I wouldn't even know what rubber is. Is rubber common in
It's not common.
in that area?
It's not.
I pull
not
Advent aside. I pull Advent aside and explain what rubber is. See, means of production and all that.
What is this? What is this stuff?
It is
And
not
then I
a
end up
common-
explaining Marxist.
It's not a common it's not
Material?
a common material. And it's very much
I've heard rumors, but I've never seen it in real life.
yeah. It's very
Isn't that
squishy.
something that goes in a Warforged?
Let's not talk about that in front of that.
Wait, would it go into Warforged?
Well, they have some rubber tubing on their insides and stuff, but not a lot.
It's usually meant for flexibility and durability against electricity. Well, not durability against. You're grounded when you wear rubber, essentially. I'm trying to explain that.
I'm on the ground right now.
Well, no, it means that electricity can't really, do what electricity does.
It's not a good conductor. Well, I've never heard a play of it, so how can I judge?
I've never been to the opera.
W.T. Rubber.
I've never been to its, Whoa,
I've never seen it operating at a train station. That's kind of rude.
Anyways.
We have trains?
Anyways.
Wait, what's a train?
Speak.
As we move on,
It's the train
There
of thought
are-
you're alive.
there are about
And that crashed.
35 There are about 35 5-foot lengths of rubber. And I'll say, Advin, you find about 200 more gold worth of ingredients.
Can I inspect that
Alright,
rubber?
alright.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'd like to go up and...
Inspect
Check.
those rubbers.
All right, let's see. Are these Durex or Trojan?
I knew it.
All right, let's see.
Trojan.
19.
All right. As you're inspecting this rubber, it's very well made, actually. You would assume that it would most likely be used to assist in bleeding someone.
Bleeding someone?
Yes, as in
Exsanguinating.
you cut open an artery and you stick the tube in and it makes them die faster.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
an insanguination.
Yeah. Or leech, or bloodletting, I think is the term you're looking for.
Well, they're dying by having all of their blood drained. So it's a form of insanguination.
Okay. I think I just got nerded at like 3 times over. But anyways.
Shut. And you're
Yeah.
the nerd. Go figure.
We're all nerds
right.
here. So
Anyways, Tawny pushes up glasses like a nerd.
It's for insanguination.
But yeah, alright, so, now that I have that
Weaklings
information,
having to use a tube
I
to
have Twitter-
insanguinate someone.
I have a blue
imagine.
check mark on Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry. X.
Dead bird.
Dead bird.
Dead Bird
I-
Society.
Rachel just kind of steps forward and looks at the tubes. That's how they kill them so fast.
Well, that's kind of messed up.
You know,
Huh.
I look at that and I see a straw. You look at that and you see a form of death.
Gotcha. Okay. Huh.
So what does rubber have to do with killing all these people?
Well,
It doesn't
sapping
have
the blood
anything to
out.
do with killing these people.
I-
Pointing at the
Are you
dead bodies.
sure? I've never known this. It could be toxic for all I know. And the one connection I see is that everyone has rubber and they're all dead.
You,
Well,
you know
well,
what I
yeah.
see? A whole lot of not our problem anymore.
A whole lot of not my problem.
Cleric is just gonna kind of walk up while munching on a fork.
Sounds like a big load of
is-
not my problem.
That is fair. Still, I would still say something out here killing innocents could be a potential threat to us. Shouldn't
Innocent.
we at least?
I mean,
They
you
killed
can
a
hard.
traitor and a bunch of black scales. There were no innocents here.
Well, if this is a creature, it could end up hurting innocents.
It seems to have an incredible amount of intelligence.
Yeah.
And
Judging by the fact that
I
it was
would-
sucking on them like they're Jamba Juice.
Well,
I
it depends on what type of
concur, though.
calapace we're dealing with. Back, I learned a little bit about them from my father. Some calapaces are about as intelligent as humans, and some are just as dumb as wild animals. This one's
Insight
that.
check.
Go ahead
This
and
one-
roll an
Well,
insight. Grim, roll
I'm not rolling
persuasion.
to Well, hold on. Why should I do that? This is probably something I would know.
This is something you would know, which is why you're rolling persuasion.
Oh, okay, fine.
Would Advin be able to know this?
That's a dirty 20.
You can give
Just
him
Yeah.
advantage if
Really
you
use some
want.
salt.
Can somebody give me advantage?
That's
Well-
what I'm saying. Advin, you can give him advantage if you want.
Yeah, I'll give him advantage to help him
Good.
out.
Wait, if
Good,
he
but
passes
that-
the insight, wouldn't he know he's telling the truth if that's the case?
Yeah.
It was basically just me trying to figure out if he's trying to cover for something, or if he's
No.
actually talking book fact.
What did you
Well,
roll
you
on
wa-
insight?
well, guess
Con?
what?
Dirty 20.
The first roll was a nat 1, and the higher roll was a 2. So, good luck.
Amazing.
You just learned what I know.
Yep, he's definitely telling the truth, Con.
Okay.
This was pointless. Why did you do this to me? Just to embarrass me? Is that it?
No, I did it because.
Are you
Tom
humiliated? Is that it?
Get out the bad rolls. Get out the bad rolls. Come on.
One, to get out the bad rolls. Two, to also, kind of calm Khan's mind down.
Get out the bad
and
rolls.
bring less suspicion in Khan's mind towards a certain individual.
Well, even he would know what this is.
Yes, but he thought it was a little convenient that there are calapuses, the smartest people, and calapuses
Dude,
that
my
aren't.
house crest is literally a calapus skull.
Calapussies?
But guess
Calapeople?
what?
Hey, yo.
there's someone who resembles the look that was described considerably well.
Tall with antlers
were-
and long, hurtful claws?
Yep.
Okay. Anyways.
Got the ossified
It's me,
Eldritch.
Danny DeVito. He just pops out of nowhere.
I'm the
He's
trash
me,
man.
John Travolta.
I'm the Wendigrim. I pick up trash and I throw it.
Anyways. Yeah, so yeah,
It's
guys.
me, John
Okay.
Travolta.
You know what? I guess now if we make a TV show, we have to get Wendigrim voiced by Danny DeVito.
God damn it. Suicide is badass.
Alright,
Anyways.
let's see. So, gotcha. Is this pretty much all we can?
Yeah, this is
Get
pretty.
from
That's
these
pretty much
bodies?
all you can get from these bodies. I did say that Advin got the 250 gold worth of arcane materials, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Boing.
And make sure you add the whatever. How much was it? Like
35 5-foot lengths of rubber.
Tubing.
that wasn't actually what I was asking about, but I'll take that. What I was actually talking about was the like what was it? It's like 1,300 gold, I think.
1,300 gold on the higher ranker. Yeah.
Just make sure you take into account of that in that I gave to Rachel. So.
Yep.
And how much rubber?
35 5-foot lengths. So 35 times 5.
5.
5.
175 feet of rubber tubing.
Rubber tubing.
I have a question.
Yes.
If this was
Yes.
meant for bloodletting, and we have a suspicion that it's a Calipus, I don't. Do Calipuses have hands?
Wait.
Okay, the bloodletting
I have
was
a
not
question.
for the Calipus.
Let him talk.
Question.
Yes,
What?
Advin.
I had a question. So, Grim, when you said the Calipus was the family crest, did you say that out of character or in character?
I think I have mentioned that my family crit. I don't know if I've mentioned it to
Yeah.
Advin.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
why
I don't
I'm
think
asking
he's mentioned
if
it
you
to
were
It's
Advin.
saying it
clear
in
that his
character or out
family
of
crest
character.
is a Calipus.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, that's why I was asking in that moment whether it was
in
in
this
character
case
or
I
out of
spoke
character.
out of character. Is what I was talking.
Okay. So Ivan wouldn't know then. No.
Okay,
But
No.
so, Mr. Detective, what would you know about calipuses? You seem to know awfully a lot. Your family knows about them.
I pull out my gun, hold it up in the air, and point at the mark on the handle of the gun. It's my family crest.
It's a Calipus skull.
Yeah, that's really cool and all, but my answer still wasn't, like my question still.
That doesn't answer my question.
doesn't answer my
yeah.
question.
Do they
My
have
question to your
hands?
question
Do they have hands?
I've
Like,
never seen one.
I don't know what a Calipus is. I've never met one in my life. Do they have hands?
Grim
multiple
simply
theories about
Grim simply states to Advent, my family were the ones who helped hunt them to extinction.
Don't make me grab your face and point it at me. What? Do they have hands? This
Not
is important
usually, no.
information.
They're usually
Not
bipedal.
usually. Not
They're
Do they have a chance to have hands?
They're
It
quadrupedal.
depends.
Do you mean they're typically quadrupedal, or do you
Yes,
mean...
that's what I meant.
Okay.
They usually stand on all fours.
Okay.
Oh,
the
it's
thought of
claws.
what is what? Wait. Okay.
My
I know. I can see what it looks like with like the skull because of the crest. What the hell does it? That looks kind of like an antelope.
It's a wolf mixed with a... Okay, the way I saw it described or like shown, it's a wolf with antlers like a deer, and it has both the features of deer, wolf, and goat.
Okay. By the way, I'm saying this all in character.
Or,
just so you know.
but it depend. But sometimes it can also be an antelope. It can also be anything that has basically ability to jump high, besides a rabbit.
You know, now the thought of one standing on its hind legs is quite fucking terrifying.
Now I'm just
Yeah.
thinking of a caracal with antlers.
So,
Oh.
if they don't typically have hands, and there's rubber here for bloodletting.
Oh no. That was for the black scales to insanguinate people.
Okay.
That was
So
for
my
them.
So
question.
that has no
So my
correlation
question
to the
is.
No.
drained dead bodies. Because I was gonna say,
No.
if it is,
No.
then somebody's
These are
Mr.
trained in a
Detective.
different way.
besides Caliput.
Yes.
Calipus?
Yes, Calipus.
Ah,
Where do carapaces normally reside? What is their natural habitat?
Well, that depends on what kind of Calipus you're talking about. There's
Well,
The
this one's
kind of
obviously
carapace
smart.
that hunts humans.
not
let me guess.
Not
There's a Calipus that looks kind of like a bear as well.
no, none that usually.
Okay, you
look
said
like
there's
bears.
more than one type.
Well,
and so,
there's
like,
more.
I'm
There's different
very
subspecies. Yes. What Grim tells you, because I don't really feel, because I'm a little, I'm getting a little exhausted at this point. Grim tells you that there are different types for different environments. There are kinds that live in the forest, some that swim, some that can fly, allegedly.
I'm sorry that you're tired. I'm sorry you're getting a little, but I'm
getting
extremely
frustrated.
Curious.
The
Why are you getting
ones
frustrated?
that the ones that Grim would have mainly seen would most likely be the ones that lived on the back of Dravine, and the Mystaran Calipus as well. Which refers to the ones that live within the deserts of the Elberus.
Got it. Thank you.
And I suppose
No more
if they're
questions.
Mystarian, they burrow. They're like, I don't. We don't have time to like explain what a Calipus is and how many there are. We got murders to solve and a revolution to start.
Right.
Technically speaking,
for
Just
now-
saying, what would a
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out, solving this murder. So like, I'm asking in like questions that I feel like would help us further on in
Okay,
trying to figure out what the hell's happening.
I get it. But there's not very many left, is the big thing you should know. So if something did this, it would have to be one of the apex.
Then my question is,
That is terrifying.
where is this apex then? Because clearly there is one. These claws match,
Well, they're
and
mostly.
something about it is different. It's the magic here is gone. Yeah, I don't know if you can feel it, cleric, with the as I taught you. Try to feel the magical essence around here.
Can I do like a
Do an
history
Arcana.
check to remember to like?
Also, can I do an Arcana to see if I can sense the magical thing, just
Yeah.
for flavor wise?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to roll
Hold
is
on a
like
second.
to give him information. Can I roll like a history check to see if Calipuses are known for messing with magic?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Okay. 17 plus 7.
24.
24.
From what your father told you before he left for war, during the stories he would tell you of your grandfather and stuff, no, there was no known Calipus that would be able to really manipulate magic, or even make it to where there is an absence of magic.
Do I know of
Alright.
any creatures that can do that?
Not off the top of your head, but
Posterior.
you remember correctly, there is an
There was
orb.
a sphere!
There was a sphere that your group obtained that I can't remember what you guys did with, but it would remove all magic.
It's in my
from an
bag of
area.
holding.
Oh, it's in. Oh, is it in Cleric's bag of holding?
Leopold's.
Leopold's.
No, it's in mine.
Oh,
Is it
Oh,
in?
it's in Leopold's? I thought it was in mine.
Who knows?
I don't.
It's in someone's. It might be in.
I had it
Venti's.
written down in mine. In Venti's?
Okay, so that
Venti's... How did Venti acquire it?
Well, it was before they met Venti and stuff. An anti-magic sphere.
that's a 19 on the Arcana check.
Oh yeah,
There is
that
an
one.
absence of magic here,
I
Cleric.
was thinking of something else.
Oh,
Damn. That's
GM.
Yes.
As a magic caster, would I also be able to just innately feel that I can't cast spells?
You can try casting a cantrip or something, but yeah, no, it
I
would
don't
not
have
work.
cantrips.
Oh.
I literally don't have cantrips, man.
This is
Is
just
it-
just a straight up absence of magic. That's crazy. That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, there is
That's
no
what I'm
magic.
saying here.
You
So
would be
either
able, you would be
this is
able
a
to innately
special
feel that yes, there is no
subspecies.
magic, Con.
So either this is a special subspecies, or this apex is something of its own. And
Somebody
even
help
if
me
it is a
search-
carapace, something out here is killing things. Whether it's innocent or not, we should investigate it.
We can't. We don't
Can-
have time.
Can you guys help me look for an item that might be causing this anti-magic field?
Well,
Yeah, I'm down.
I feel like it was in one of your guys' inventories.
well, I feel like the thing is that like we know that if we touch it, we get soul
Oh.
sucked.
It's in my bag.
Yeah, I thought
I
it was
just
in
looked.
clerics.
I just looked at my my inventory stuff, and it is in fact in.
Yeah, I was thinking of something else.
Wait,
So
hold
sorry
on,
for
hold
the
on, hold on,
confusion.
hold on, wait a second. I think I remember something about putting that thing in the bag of holding would cause a black hole. Was that not there?
No, that's
Oh,
that's a s-
well, no, that
No,
wait.
yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That was
I'm
there.
pretty sure that's what was that was.
It-
I thought
but
we
I
gave
Okay,
it
well
to
then
Aeidros or
just
something.
retcon the fact that it was in my bag of holding.
well, okay.
Also, I
so
still
how
have
about,
4 of the insignias. I never gave them up. I still just have them.
so okay.
That was money, man.
Based on that, based on the fact that we know that we can't have it on hand, and we can't put it in a magic like a thing of holding because it'll create a black hole and kill us all.
Why would
Maybe
it
s-
create a black hole?
Because
Uh,
it was, I think it was siphoning, because it
It
siphoned
is.
magic from around you, and there was
Yeah.
a magical dimension. It was basically just they're counteracting forces.
Or it would more than likely create like a vacuum that would suck
I thought
something in
in
to try.
wouldn't
That's
it
why
in and
Golden
itself
wouldn't
just
work
be like?
anymore.
Wouldn't that in itself just be
Okay.
like?
Okay, we're
an
getting a little caught up.
exterior?
So an orb like that would just make it to where no magical items would function around it. Not that it would cause the bag of holding to explode and
So-
create a black hole.
So
Well, that's what
the
that's
thing
what
is,
the DM said.
the thing
That's
is,
what I'm going off of.
interdimensional storages, if put inside each other, will create certain things that will,
Yeah, but
harm.
typically interdimensional storages don't also give off a anti-magic field.
it
There's
isn't-
also a really cool thing. This is the DM's world.
Exactly.
And the laws of
Yeah,
physics.
and I know.
don't always apply
I'm
D&D
trying to
wise.
understand the mechanics behind it.
Okay, cool.
It's less that it itself is an anti-magic thing that emits anti-magic, and,
more that it's just eating everything.
yeah, more that it consumes magic to
Got
to maintain its magical or its interdimensional space.
Okay.
It consumes Prilosec.
You consume Prilosec.
Prilosec is what you worship.
Prilosec is your god now.
Anyway, moving on. So this anti-magic field, can I roll an Arcana to see its source?
You can roll an Arcana check, sure.
Ba-ba-da-ba-dooba. I mean,
Oh,
I did study as a wizard. I'm
I
not a
make a-
wizard.
Can I make a history check to see if Burke maybe told me about this when he was regaling me of their adventures?
Burke would have
18
told
Arcana.
you, yeah.
18
Okay.
Arcana.
18 Arcana. There is no source.
Okay. Okay, so this is an effect.
But I will say you can see that the arcane weave is slowly beginning to re-emerge towards the area.
Okay, so
okay, so it's more of a scar of a situation that happened here rather than
like the aftermath of an effect.
yeah.
So
Where typically when you have an anti-magic area or an item like what we have, after it's gone from the place, the magic pretty much comes right back.
Was the
Which is
feeling-
why I was saying something like it was consumed. This is not a normal anti-magic field.
Okay, but for the time being, we have no way of actually doing anything about it.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
Was
we need to get...
although real
So-
quick, was that feeling the same over by the other bodies as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what I think we need to do right now, and I'm talking both as like me, Grim, and me, we need, number one, we need to find out if anyone else is compromised. And number two, we need to make preparations for the attack, because we need to revise the plan a little bit, depending on how much they know.
Depending on whether or not they were the only group that were sent to get the plans or not. If they were the only party sent to get the plans, then we're good to go. If they weren't, that's when we revise the plan.
Okay, so...
Ooh,
By
I might
the-
have a solution for that. And I dip and just run back inside.
Okay. You proceed
And I stay
to...
in there for a bit.
Yeah?
I stay in there for a bit.
Okay. Rachel is just kind of pacing at this point, just kind of...
Okay. So I don't know. However long, I guess, this goes on. I mean, give or take. Were we taking like how long would we be here? Were we planning on heading out or something, or?
We can... I mean, if you tell us what you're doing, we can hang out here for a sec.
Okay. Well, it takes me like 20 minutes or so.
Okay,
And-
that's not too long.
Okay, so it takes me like 20 minutes, and eventually I come out with this small white ball about the size of basically like a baseball, and it kind of unfolds like a Bakugan almost, and it little winglets and appear from the sides, and this little circular like kind of reflective black disc on the front of the ball with little winglets on the sides and on the bottom, and it kind of floats up out of my hand, and I take to my watch, type in something as the keyboard extends, and it kind of floats off and then heads away. So where do we want to where do you think they would head? Like the Black Scales, I guess. Where would
Probably
they
Two
back
hang
weaker
out?
bridges.
Okay. And so I start a little like screen pops up from where my keyboard is, and I kind of start directing it. As you can see on the screen is an aerial view of the city, or I guess town, as it flies through to the specified location.
Okay.
Right.
As you look at the two weaker bridges, it doesn't seem like there is any heavier presence. It seems as though it's business as usual.
Do we know where they return to? Where their, I guess, base of operations would be?
Right across the bridge.
All right.
Okay.
Starts heading over that way.
What? Hey, not in broad daylight.
No,
Huh?
his little drone is.
Oh, okay. You know, Connie, I think you and my sister would definitely get along. She was a mechanic like you. Well, not so much in this manner.
Which of
She
your
was-
sisters?
Vivienne.
Oh, the one I haven't met.
He gives you like a very like sour expression upon you mentioning that, but he says yes. Me and her went to Neverblood Uni together.
Oh.
Do you know it?
No, I'm not familiar with the place, but she sounds like an interesting person I'd like to meet. I say as I kind of just keep looking at my screen, driving the little drone.
Well, if we ever end up going to the Scaled Throne, I'll introduce you. If she's still alive, that is. And maybe you'll learn a little something about Electrite.
Oh, Electrite. That sounds fascinating.
I mean, I guess while he's doing that, we just talk a little bit. Cause I'm more. You find out, Connie, that Grim is more of a scientist than he is like a mechanic. So he understands like the nature of things and like fields and magical theorem. And I suppose you might be a little surprised because mostly what you've seen of him is detective shit. But he has a very clear and very like profound understanding of like science and magical science.
Huh.
I didn't just go to school to be a detective, you know.
Oh. You know, a lot more than I expected. Or, well, not more than I expected, but you're
It's okay.
surprising.
You could have assumed he was an idiot like the rest of us.
No, I didn't assume he was an idiot. I just thought, I don't know, he was more reserved and more...
He's a detective.
Yeah. Detective-y.
More detective-y.
A little more inspectigator.
A little more investigatory. Anyways, as it heads towards the I guess where they would be. Is it like a palace or what are they?
It's basically like
Fair
a
or
small
something?
castle.
It's like a small castle, like a lord's keep.
Yeah, like a lord's keep. And
Alright.
as you look around, you see the black scales are kind of rowdy. They're
Okay.
screaming and cheering and stuff, almost like they're celebrating.
Okay. I'm gonna have it, if possible, sink down in the stealthiest way possible and get behind some barrels maybe or something. Anything nearby. I don't know. Do you want me to like roll a?
I won't
Stealth
have you
for it,
I won't
but-
have you roll stealth for it. None of them are paying attention. Even if it made enough noise too, they might think that someone else was just being rowdier than them.
And a lot of them are like armor, not really people.
No, there are everyone Connie sees here are people.
So what was the deal with the suits?
That was just for
Those
that
are just
bridge.
guards.
Lazy motherfuckers can't get 2 people on a bridge.
4, but yeah.
Well, whatever.
Um,
Well, that's even worse. That's worse.
They never have to worry about the guards being compromised.
You
when
never
their
have to
suits
worry
armor.
about them unionizing.
That too.
And it's always guarded because it's just suits of armor.
as you're looking in, as you're looking at the camp, and you have your little drone just zoom down a little bit. Man, as soon as the captain gets back, oh no, the bitch is dead. Those guys have been thorns in our side for years. Finally, we got a man on the inside, and oh my god, well, not years. Feels like years. So how long's it actually been? 1 week. Shit, really? 1 week? They already took over most of the town. Shit.
This is enough hooch for you. He takes the bottle.
Aven's
Who's
gonna
fight-
put on the hat of
Who's-
disguise
Mm-hmm.
and transform back into his half elf.
Half elf.
Who put weed in this?
Yep.
Did you
I
hear
kinda-
about the chick that said 9 inches at the bar?
I pilot the drone further to try to see if I can get inside
Just
the actual
standing
keep,
right there.
Okay.
maybe in one of the upper
This-
windows.
This I will have you roll a stealth check for. I'll say at a +2 for the dexterity.
Standing right there, and then she just blurted out, 9 inches, and then walked back to the kitchen. I'm just
Dirty
like, what
20.
the fuck?
Dirty 20. Okay.
Dirty little 20.
As you're flying your drone, and as one of the people, like one of the guards, are walking out of the keep, wrestling with another guard, like almost having a fist fight at this point, as they stumble out and start rolling on the ground, the drone flies into the door. And you are in the keep.
Khan is watching everything over Connie's shoulder.
I kind of like instinctively like kind of raise part of my shoulder so it like covers my neck a little bit, just kind of without thinking, as I continue to pilot it.
Okay.
Let's see, and then what else? What else does the drone see? I guess in the keep, kind of heading in towards where, I guess towards where the Lord would sit mostly.
As the drone flies through this keep,
The Lord.
it is extremely dark. It is low lit, almost impossible to see. As you're flying through the keep, you look around, you see corridors leading off in different directions, and you eventually find, after about half an hour of looking through the keep, a large throne room, almost. And as you look around, you hear a heavy breathing. And as you look, as you have the drone turn around, you see piles of gold. Almost small mountains, really, of gold and riches and bones. As you hear the heavy breathing once more. What was the exact... It was just a dirty 20, right?
Yeah, dirty 20.
And what is this? I smell in my chamber.
As the figure proceeds to stand atop the gold, shimmering light, the fire, the torches that have been lit within this room, still extremely dim, so it's hard to see. And almost like the fire itself obscures him from your sight.
I smell you, small thing.
As
I can smell you.
as a flash of movement atop the gold, and the figure atop it is gone.
I'm gonna back the drone
As you
away.
back,
The camera's still facing it, but
as
back
you
it
back
away.
the drone away, it bumps into something behind it.
What a
I-
curious thing. An offering from one of my constituents, perhaps?
Your drone is grabbed.
I quickly type in some like 6-digit code, and the drone starts to aggressively vibrate as it's then engulfed in this sort of it looks like it looks as though it's rapidly decaying as it suddenly fizzles out and it's gone.
Bitchin'.
Wow.
You lose
And the
visual
screen
feed.
goes black.
You lose visual feed.
Did we all see that or just...
So do we all?
You would have all seen that and heard that on Connie's screen, yes.
Fascinating.
Didn't like whatever that was.
Could we make
Was-
any detail out
So-
about Lord?
There was no way you could have made detail out. I'm sorry. It
Didn't
was
have
so...
time to install the night vision.
It was so dark.
Wait. He mentioned stuff like offerings And did you say like we saw like there was like gold?
There was a
Bones.
massive
bones.
pile of golden bones.
Golden bones?
Can
Or
Gold
Advin-
and bones.
Can
Is
Advin make any rolls to deduce to see if it could possibly be a dragon?
Absolutely.
I'll give you the help
Make
action.
Make an insight check.
Is Rachel here?
Yes, Rachel is there.
I'm just gonna look over at her. You were right.
A natural 20 with a total of 1, so 21.
Okay. Yeah, this is in fact most likely a dragon, Advin. When Leopold, when you say Rachel was
Is there any
right,
possibility it was
Leopold, when you pat Rachel on the shoulder and tell her she's right. Yeah, but I wish I wasn't.
I look over to them. Right about what?
it's a dragon.
Oh.
Well, that's not
what-
too bad,
what's-
right? I mean, every dragon we've met is a pretty chill human being, so I
We
assume
have
we
to
can reason.
kill this
They're
one.
not human.
What are those again?
What again?
Looks at Connie like he's the
dragons?
stupidest thing under the sky.
Each dragon is its own unique person. Some are good, some are evil.
I mean,
Those are they the big lizard things?
wait,
Breathe,
okay, hold on a second.
various
Hold on.
elements.
Like, Cleric looks over at Connie a little dumbfounded. He's like, "You've never met a dragon?"
No.
My godfather is a dragon.
Hold it. Oh, wait a minute.
Most people haven't actually met a dragon, but they at least know what a dragon is.
I was gonna say.
They are reptilian in the most basic of senses.
They're the most basic of bitches.
If I'm correct, immortal beings in the sense that they don't really age. They
have a
choose when they want to die.
In this world, there has never been a recorded death of old age of a dragon.
Oh, never mind, my bad.
That's what I thought.
I was telling Ivan
They choose when
later.
to die.
Yeah, think how I have been alive for many human generations,
As me as well.
and dragons make us look like an instant in the time scale.
Exactly. So, like me, I will die
you
if I
can
don't
see
have proper upkeep. I will
Ivan
rust
looks-
away.
Right.
Dragons will just exist for as long as they wish, or if something comes along and kills them.
Like this one. Also, judging by the fact
You
that
can see
the,
Avon looks extremely pale. The aspect of having to deal with a dragon. Like you can see his normal green and black tint like scales go to almost like a light green albino like color.
you seem to have lost the color in your scales there, my friend.
For
I
good
didn't
reason.
expect this problem to have to fight one of these.
Well, and judging by
They're
the
like
fact that
gods
their
to
guards
me,
are
you
black
understand.
scales, I think we can safely assume that this dragon is at least of the black scale variety.
Cleric just like stops
Indeed.
from like his like really relaxed figure, like, yeah, we can handle this. To,
And
oh no. He just looks like he's like, oh shit.
and not only that, but it blended perfectly into the darkness with the screen. So it only backs up the claim more.
What kind of dragon was it? Sorry, I was not.
It's a
We're
black dragon.
speculating that it's a black dragon.
Do I know anything
And-
about black dragons?
Not much, Grim.
And we all do history checks to figure out how much we know.
Absolutely. Why not?
I've got a history of +7, so if anyone wants to give me advantage, I can.
I will say no advantage on history checks.
Who are you to say that? You're
because
not God.
you're remembering. I am God. But you're remembering from your previous experience, your own.
16 plus 7.
experience.
I'm only thinking about, for whatever reason, the dragon liches, not actual dragons.
I got a 16 plus 7 for my history check.
Because I rolled a 2.
I do know of one kind of black dragon. I know of Scaligor the Wicked, the Vile.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But he's a pirate out in the middle
that's
of
a
nowhere.
21. It's a 19 for a 21.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Typhonides, but he's big sleep.
Only account that I can really recall of. I watched a black dragon. I'm assuming in this universe they also spit acid.
Yes, they also do spit acid.
Okay.
But not
I once-
always. That's the thing.
Yeah, I once saw a black
dragon.
dragon melt an entire city purely for their own gratitude.
So how do we play this? We can't just.
Yeah.
Gratification, gratitude.
Gratitude is thanking someone. Gratification
sweet.
is... Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. That's exactly how the black dragon had said it.
You should be
Like,
grateful
he's
that
like-
I melted your city.
No, it's like, oh, and now to express my gratitude. It was obviously it was in like sarcasm.
Thank you, bitch.
It's like, no, it's like, oh, you've insulted me. Let me show you my gratitude and killing everything in the vicinity. And the only reason why I survived is because, well, I was far enough away from all of that.
From the splash
Wait,
zone.
how did it? It melted it?
Oh,
Like with
yeah.
lava,
Acid.
or like how did acid?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big old powerful acid spews it right out like vomit.
Ah,
Oh, and they can fly around, so us cutting
Yeah.
off escape routes, not gonna really do much.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right now: spears aren't that greatly effective. And he just kind of like looks at the one he has attached to his back. He's like, and that scares me.
so what? Is that why the?
In the Southern culture, it's said the black dragons are the ones you avoid at all costs. The whites you can negotiate. The reds you can trade
Bargain
with.
with.
Black, you essentially trade, bargain, same in the language.
Well, I know.
Blacks are the unreasonable kind.
That's racist.
Shut! I was like, you know, I've made enough racist jokes on this channel. Maybe I should just keep my mouth shut. Then Cookie comes for the win.
You.
It's fine. It's
Listen,
D&D.
fellas,
Everyone's
You
racist.
know, from my heart. You know what I mean.
Yeah, you guys talked with the red dragon rather amicably, and you know,
Red?
Yeah.
I don't remember him being red.
No, the skilled scholar. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
red?
a red dragon.
Yeah, he was a
a
red
big
dragon.
old
He was
red
orange.
dragon. No,
He was a red
he
dragon.
very
Never heard
clearly,
when you
like,
described.
listen, my short-term memory isn't that great, but my long-term memory is pretty fantastic. He specifically said red dragon.
Well, okay. I
I imagine him as like white and blue. Whatever.
No,
I chalked
That's,
that up to me
Colgaius.
not paying attention at the time.
Yeah, Cole Gaius
That's
is
called
white.
Gaius.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw him as yellow. Maybe I just haven't listened to any of his descriptions, and I've just
dude,
I
implemented
you really
stuff
need
on
to listen
myself.
to the description.
Bruh.
That's why
For
Cole
real.
Gaius was spewing nothing but ice.
Cole Guy, like he was in that one like mini camp, like one shot we did. Go check it out on. Go check it out on
Go
YouTube.
check out the Fallen Terrain, guys. Go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plug. Quick
But
plug.
he specifically mentioned even in his human form, he wore like a white cloak.
Yeah, so apparently I just haven't been paying attention.
It
Moving.
has white hair,
No.
White hair, a white beard,
a white cloak.
All right, all right.
a white skin tone, a white outlook on life, white power.
There's the racist jokes, great.
His name
Yay!
is Bill.
Bill?
You,
Wipe
Jack,
our
get
bill.
just misunderstood.
Oh my.
Great reference. But yes, the black scaled dragons are like generally seen as unreasonable in every sense of the word.
Oh yeah.
Whether they be good aligned or not, they are unreasonable.
Did I also? Is that what I got from my history check from that?
Pretty much, yeah.
I only know of one black dragon, and he's the son of Dravine, Scaligor the Vile. He's this weird pirate around the No-Nos Island.
Okay.
Don't ask.
Wait, are they the? Do they look like big, like beastly versions of Dracone?
Yes.
Huh?
Oh. Okay, I think I read about that.
Okay, so
I
this-
love how I've been saying this in a half elf form, just not like yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're still in a half-elf form?
He went back.
Yeah, I
into it.
said I'd put on his hat of disguise because we're
Yeah.
out in public now.
I'd
Okay.
like to Denozo Connie.
Like whack him in the back of the head.
Yep.
How
How
So-
the fuck don't you know this stuff?
I've been very
This is
shut in.
kindergarten
Children.
stuff, man.
Children, we've got bigger issues.
Right.
We've got
yeah.
so our king is a black dragon. Any plans for
the
how to
lord
kill a
of
black
this-
dragon?
Of the town, yeah.
I have a plan. You know what our plan is? Run. Go in the
You
other
can't just
direction and
leave
run.
these people.
Listen, I'm all for, violence. A lot of times,
Crime.
like violence isn't gonna solve this.
I'm gonna grab Cleric by his face, look him dead in his soul-filled eyes, because he's a soul forged, and
Yes.
say, "We have to go through him to get to Dash, and we're going to Dash."
I only have one cast of Revivify. I don't think I can save you all.
If I wasn't prepared to
Regardless.
die, I wouldn't have agreed to help them.
Listen.
Regardless,
I'm all
it's
for
beneficial.
dying for a great cause. I mean, if we look back to what happened in the past, that's a good indication, but this is a black dragon.
Yes.
my
We won't
my job
just
is
die.
to get you guys to Dash alive. If we can avoid the black dragon, that'd be a fantastic thing.
That would be a
But
dream. That
hold
would
on.
be preferable. Let's skip
Now-
town.
no-
Come
no,
on, guys.
hold
let's
on.
go.
Rachel
He
walks
stops in his
forward.
tracks.
We cannot run.
She's right.
It's a
We can't leave.
dragon. What do you want us to do?
You've killed for less, cleric. You've killed.
Listen,
more
that's
powerful
things that I
people.
know I can kill. I know I can't kill that.
Okay, maybe we can't
How about
kill him.
this?
So maybe we can
Scare him
do
out.
something else. We can't just leave these people under that thing's control here. Look at how
Scare
they're
him out.
suffering.
How about this? Scare him out.
Yes.
Scare him with
Black
what?
dragon. You
Scare
think you
a
can
black
scare him?
dragon.
That's
out.
where he pulls out my statue. This.
Cleric.
What's
Big
that?
A little teamwork. This can summon an adult black dragon. My adult black, not black, red. An adult red dragon. My adult red dragon.
Okay then.
Recco.
So
That
what, we do
also gives
have a
me
chance.
an
Okay.
idea.
I'm a little
Hold on.
more leaning into this. I'm still, terrible idea to try to fight a black dragon.
Cleric,
Cleric.
you're a cleric.
That's
you
why
No, cleric.
we do
Re-
this.
real quick.
You can
Cleric.
do an illusion.
Cleric. Which arm has the dent in it again?
It is my left arm.
You cannot move your left arm.
Huh?
As the fear sets in, you feel like you are unable to move your left arm at the moment.
Yeah, you just like cleric is just like starting to get like it's like I really like a black dragon is not a good idea. We can't do that.
Cleric, if we don't do it, these people will suffer.
Listen, it is a
you
black
want
dragon.
that?
There's nothing we can do.
There's
I
a
don't
lot
want
we
that.
can
There
do.
is a black dragon. I've
But you
watched
clearly
it
want-
slaughter and burn the people.
You clearly
I care
don't
about.
want it more than you want to run.
Cleric, a sharp pain shoots through your arm.
He winces.
You take 10 points of psychic damage.
Shit.
I am many things, fellas, but I am no dragon killer.
I've only killed.
DM,
Yes, Con.
I'd like to quickly write a note and drop it into the shadows,
Okay.
as the note will disappear and transport itself to a certain individual who has a red complexion.
Listen.
There are ways we can do this. If we cause a big enough distraction,
You know
get
what?
him out here.
You have fun with that. I
So you're
can't
just-
do this.
I didn't
And you
teach a
can see him, like,
calendar,
he's like,
did I?
he's visibly shaking. You can see his left arm has like gone kind of limp. I can't do this.
Han will hug Cleric. It's okay, Cleric. I'll take care of this.
Cleric is going to shove Khan off of him and walk away.
I've known many.
I can't believe
You-
I have to kill a dragon, don't I?
Anyone who's listening, you can hear Grim mumble under his breath something. If you want to hear what he said, I guess roll a... What's it hearing, chick?
Perception.
Perception? I'm gonna roll a perception.
You have a natural 20
Oh,
to
of
your
course.
perception. Cleric, you wouldn't
What's up?
even have to... You have a natural 20 to your perception, you wouldn't have to roll. Even if he's
That
muttering
is-
it under his breath.
You hear in a voice that sounds familiar, but like it sounds like Grim, but different and a little more distorted. You hear the word coward.
Cleric is going to lunge at Grim.
Han was too into his own head on what his idea to take out this dragon.
And Advent casts a firebolt in between, aiming close to Cleric, not at, like, almost hitting him, very close, to try to stop
Roll
him.
a quick initiative.
Me?
No, Advent and Cleric.
Okay.
See who gets the higher one. Cleric, if he gets higher than you, he will shoot the firebolt in between you and will stop you.
22.
It's a contested roll.
Advent, what did you get?
22.
22, okay.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh. Cleric, you're so filled with rage at this moment, hearing what Grim said.
It's not even rage. It's
Fear.
It's just panic and fear.
As Advent shoots this firebolt between the two of you.
What the hell?
Get yourself together.
You don't understand.
I didn't say anything.
Of all
You called me a
people.
coward.
No, I didn't.
I heard you.
Did you? Or did you hear what you wanted to hear?
DM,
Whatever.
Did I teach you?
Yes, Con.
did my letter reach its destination?
To your knowledge, it would have.
Okay.
Whatever.
Do I need to roll a persuasion check?
I will
or
say roll a
deception?
persuasion, yes.
I am. Okay.
Sorry.
Can I try to deceive him into coming?
Deceive his ass.
I mean, you can. It might affect your relationship with him.
He who is coming.
But I don't.
He who is coming.
I don't really have good persuasion, but I'll try to persuade him.
Cleric, is this how you're gonna... Is this how
Can I roll with advantage?
we really
My
see
relationship with him?
Sure.
how what you want to accomplish hits? This is the wall where you call it?
Nope. 11.
Listen.
He'll come if he wants to.
All right. I've done all I can.
Okay. Back to.
I don't
back
know
to
about
the-
you
Yes.
guys, but I'm going in.
Okay, back to the role playing. You
I'll start
don't
back.
understand. Okay. I've dealt with these freaks of nature. There's nothing we can do.
Have you even tried?
Can I say, like, you can actually see, like, the dent physically forming? Like, and it's no longer in his head, it's starting to, like, actually form on his body.
Yeah.
Like, you can see, like, my arms start to, like, almost, like, crumple.
I will say
And
you will take another 6 points of psychic damage.
Got it. That is completely understandable.
As you
So
are
you guys can see, like, me
literally
physically, like... Yeah.
You are literally mentally breaking at this moment, Cleric.
I will say in Cleric's head, be at peace, my friend. I will take care of it. And begin walking away.
I didn't see him walk away.
Yes, you all would see Khan begin to walk.
Stay if you want,
You guys can have
but
fun.
I have to make sure the party
Dying.
stays.
Burning and melting alive. But I will have
that-
no part of it.
Is that what happened
And
the
Cleric
last
is gonna
time?
walk away.
Why are they leaving? What's going on?
Cleric,
Welcome.
Yes.
I need you.
Advent's gonna follow Khan.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw
Begrudgingly.
for me.
Yeah. I got you.
And just send me the number. Don't say it out loud. I'll send it. I'll send it to Martin, and then we'll decide what happens.
Alright, here. Why did it open Spotify? Get the fuck out of here.
Look at you.
Look out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
You said a wisdom?
Wisdom saving.
Alright.
And just send it to him.
There you go. I got you, man. I got you, homie.
Okay, hold on.
Also, how was my acting?
I love your acting, man.
Perfect. Awesome.
But I will say, as Khan, Advin, and Cleric begin to walk away from this, from the gathering, Cleric is walking towards the hideout, and Khan and Advin are walking towards another direction. We're going to go on break.
Goddamn.
We're walking towards
God
the
damn it.
spot that we
That's a
were
good cliffhanger.
That is a
supposed
good
to go,
clip for
and-
At least it's for breaking, not ending the goddamn
I know,
thing.
right?
That would
This
piss
is
me
gonna-
off.
Oh boy!
All right, guys, we will be back in about 20 minutes, so that we can grab sustenance, urinate, all that stuff. All right, we'll see you guys then.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. It's me.
It's a me!
It's a me.
I'm telling
Mario
you.
Lamborghini.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Let's jump right back into it. Connie, Grim, and Leopold, you have all been left just kind of sitting there around Connie with Rachel as the other three walk away. What do?
Have I walked away or am I still here?
No, yeah, you're there.
You're still there, Grim.
Leopold's there, I'm there.
Oh, okay.
So
Grim,
did you
Leopold, and
say
Connie.
something to them? Or what? Why is Clerical mad?
I don't know.
Leopold is just going to stand up from his crouch near the body, walk over, and just give Grim a look.
Okay.
The fuck am I getting the stink eye for? He leapt at me.
Rachel's just kind of face-palmed at this point. We don't have time for this. We need to act now.
Well, what? Okay, so I might have an idea.
All right.
So
I'm all for ideas.
we have Khan, who apparently did something and might help us, and we have your idol, Advin's idol. So what I think we should do now is maybe just cause a distraction or make sure that the guards won't be of much problems to us if we do have to fight the dragon.
Well, from the looks of it, they're probably already drunk. And our people have already planted the bombs, so we just need to give the signal to blow the bombs after our people are across the bridges, and they'll take out the guards.
True, but my fear here being is that if we blow them, we might start the fight prematurely.
Do dragons have any weaknesses?
No idea, kid.
Arrogance.
Well, especially what we heard from Khan or Advin. Black dragons can't be bought, and they can't be bargained with. So,
Well, are all black dragons the same? Don't they have
No.
individuality?
well, yes, but we don't know this dragon's individuality, and to find out might be suicide.
Right.
It seemed like he was fairly curious about your device.
I mean, there's that. I mean, think you'd want to talk tech with me? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what dragons are into. I don't really.
So
Still don't know what dragons really are like.
maybe
so...
okay. Now you raise an interesting question. Why don't we just give him a demonstration? Draw him out to us.
Oh.
Get
Okay.
prey on his curiosity and make him curious.
Okay.
He seems like he has an affinity or at least an interest in whatever in your tech. So maybe, and I'm not saying that this is, we can either bargain with him or get him set up in a trap.
Well, if he's the one who built the third bridge, then it would make sense that he'd be curious about certain things. Especially when it comes to technological advancement.
So that leads us to the question.
Oh. Well, I guess, yeah, I could probably serve some kind of bait, but I don't know if we have enough time to set a big enough trap for him.
That's the issue. That we've been trying to abate. Leopold and I. We heard about the parade, and we tried to set a trap for him there, and he never showed up.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly like he's conspicuous. He might be able to change shape, but he might not want to. So, is there any way? Okay, wait a minute. We disguised ourselves as guards, right? when we went to look at. What if we could get him an audience with the Black Dragon with our disguises?
I mean, getting past drunk guards probably isn't too hard.
And if I look like them, they're not gonna look too hard.
Is another matter.
What, Leopold?
The dragon is another matter.
Right.
Exactly.
They'll probably see you through your disguise, but the black scales are, well, less than smart.
A mite less perceptive, shall we say?
Okay, wait. Why don't we just sneak into his fucking, or not sneak, just get our way into the palace, or whatever this fort is, and see if there's anything we can find that can maybe get him to leave, like evidence or like something damning.
Well, is there
He's
really
been
any...
here for well over 15 years. There's not really much that'll make him leave.
So what exactly are we gonna do here?
I don't know. Nothing short of high firepower is really gonna make a dent, really, as far as I can tell.
And everything.
And again, I don't really have any information on him.
What
It's
about
not
your
like-
strange vehicle?
The car?
We could
Yeah?
easily drive right across the bridge where those animated armors are and get into the castle. Or, if you guys would prefer, you could go through the sewage systems.
Well, okay, so but here's the thing. We can go anywhere we want. The problem is what are we doing once we get there?
Well... I mean,
Well, because we can't fight him one-on-one.
he's not exactly overconfident. I wouldn't think he'd be the type to really walk into a trap. He seems to be pretty careful about things.
I mean, hell, he fortified himself at the base of a goddamn castle.
The biggest thing is going to be trying to lure him out of his lair.
Wait. You said you had explosives, right?
Explosives.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't
What
need
about-
him to get out of his castle. Maybe we can bury him under it.
I could lure, if we can't bury him, I could lure him out with a fake dragon and illusion, maybe.
No, but here's the thing. What I'm talking about is if we could... Are those explosions set, or can they be moved? Where are
They're
those
set,
explosions?
and it would be extremely volatile to move.
Okay.
We don't need enough explosive to bring down the complex either.
Fair. If we could find a way to trap him where he's at.
DM, would I have the ability to make any explosives?
Yes, if you had the materials.
Okay.
Which, I'd say in your moving around the house, you would have noticed that they did have extra gunpowder along with... and I'd also say you probably have the ability to make some plastic explosive as well. With the materials that you have.
How much do you think I could make?
Maybe
That's
a
the
pound.
question. Pound. Huh.
Okay. But we need... Aside from the methods, what are we doing? Are
Well,
we trapping him? Are we killing him? Are we...
well, if we can just somehow maybe weaken him, then maybe we can rely on...
No, you'll have a vendetta. He'll want to come after us. He will be a thorn in our side. We either kill him or we trap him. Weakening him would only serve to make an enemy out of him.
DM,
Yes.
do I know of any way that I can... As who I am, is there any way I know of that I can... If not trap him where he is, trap him in a place that he can't harm anybody?
The only thing you could really think of would be banishment, and even then that would be for a minute.
Well, okay. What I'm trying to think of is just like, is there a way we can neutralize him? If we can't kill him, maybe we can somehow get rid of him.
I mean, you can't really think of a way.
What about his stomach? Is it
protected from maybe explosives? I mean, getting explosives inside of him would be kind of difficult, but...
Fellas, that's why I'm saying maybe we can lure him out into an advantageous area with an illusion, and if an illusion don't work, my
DM,
construct.
Yes, Grim.
could I speak to my shadow a moment without anybody looking?
You can speak mentally, yeah.
I want to ask my friend if there's any way he can think of that we can get rid of this thing without it being a huge problem for us.
That reminds me, out of care, like, what happened to Maud?
I don't know. You'll have to
She
find
is
out.
in a, she is in, last you checked, she was in an extremely deep sleep state.
Okay, thank you.
But do I get any? I don't know. Is there any way we can deal with this problem? I'm talking to him. Like, any way we can
Not without him doing what he did last night.
And that would blow my cover. So, what we need to do... So... This is tough. Because this is a black dragon, none of us can fight him. Because to fight him would be suicide. Trapping him is going to be difficult because he built the place and is probably strong enough to break out. The only thing I can think of is you summon your dragon and see what happens. DM,
Yes?
is there anyone else I can call on from the other side?
Are you trying to use Touch of the Nexus?
Would it compromise me in any way in this moment?
I'd say it'd be strange. It's something you've never done before. And really the only person who'd be knowledgeable of it would be Advin, and even then he probably would not approve of it.
That, well, to be fair, I don't know if he has the same amount of access to the Nexus as I do.
He does not, but he's probably used it at least once. On accident, if nothing else.
Okay. So
really the only reason you have the ability to use it once a day is because of the font of knowledge.
Right. So I'm basically out of options here. Is there some...
By the way, Khan's still heading towards the sewer entrance that was
Okay.
marked in the plans.
Look, either we can go now, figure out a plan when we get there, or Khan's going to die.
Fuck it. Let's go follow Khan. You two, let's split up. Two of us follow Khan, the other set of us try and figure out stuff up top.
I'll follow Khan. I want to make sure that idiot doesn't kill any innocents.
Connie, Rachel,
I'll go to the bridge.
Connie, Rachel, Leopold. You two continue with the plan up here. We're gonna go follow Khan.
Wait, shoot, where was it?
And I kind of like patting around, checking pockets. I reach into my backpack and I pull out a small ball that's not the size of a baseball this time, but a bit smaller, and I hand it to Grim. Here.
What's this?
You'll allow us to talk.
Okay. Thanks. Let's just... Peace be with you, and God's help us. And I walk out.
Alright, let's go, guys. Rachel
When we
begins
catch up to
leading Leopold and Connie over to the third bridge.
And,
Once we catch up to Con, it's just like, dude, what the fuck?
And as
God.
as he's holding the ball, it kind of invasively unfolds and crawls onto his wrist and latches on like a watch.
Nice.
It started when an alien device did what it did.
Anyways, all right, but anyways,
We don't have to talk about this out loud, DM, but is there, like, is there any way I can fuck with this?
You can try.
Or, I'm not going to right now, I'm just saying.
You
Just
can
saying, like-
certainly try.
Okay. But for now, I'll just keep up with Con.
Yep. Okay. We'll start with Team A, which is Con, Advin, and Grim.
Okay.
As
We
you
get
catch
up
up
on-
with Con, his mind is focused. He has a singular purpose.
So I get up behind him and we finally catch up to him. Is like, so was ditching us part of the plan, or
Con, do you
His
respond?
face doesn't even show that he heard you.
Con? Hey, Sanguine Wing.
He turns around, eyes dark with the knowledge that he might not be coming back.
Why are you giving me that look? Can I do an insight check?
Roll an insight.
And then hold on. Are you gonna roll deception or
You
No.
can roll an insight.
I'm rolling? Insight. 14.
Con has prepared himself for death.
Okay, Mr. Martyr. Before you go throwing yourself over the edge of the wall, how about you tell us what you got in mind?
Because you're not going in this alone. As much as I hate you right now, it's my job to make sure that the group stays alive, and you're part of the group.
And frankly, I owe you at this point.
Honestly, I don't have a plan. I have something that I hope happens, but besides that, we're probably going to die.
Okay, let's not
But
just
I'm not
jump
gonna
it.
stop.
Okay. Okay.
So-
So what's your plan?
Well, I'm hoping that someone responds to a message I sent. And if that doesn't
And who
work,
is this person?
a friend.
Okay.
Friend of what? Who friend? These kind of specifics, these secrets is what pisses me off. Now is not
I
the
don't
time
know
when we're
who's
about to
listening.
stare death in the eye.
You realize we're about to take on a dragon, correct?
We don't.
Yeah, we're-
Okay. We are trying to take
secrets
on a
is-
dragon, but this isn't the time to be stupid or the time to keep secrets.
It is perfectly timed to keep secrets because a certain one of us went into a dragon's lair with a probe. We don't know whether or not they're listening.
We don't know if they're not either.
Well,
That's why
if
I'm
they were
keeping-
listening, wouldn't it be better if we're making sure any kind of points towards Connie is not anywhere near us? Wouldn't he have the microphone,
Okay,
as he
so
put it?
okay. How about this? Before we all decide that killing the thing is the best option, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, why don't we just talk to it? It seems that it has enough intelligence to be curious.
Sure, walk in, say how do you do, have some tea with a black-scaled dragon.
Buddy, if you fought what I fought, you would know that there are a lot of things that want to talk, mostly. Especially Carnivax, that fucking prick.
He'll want to talk. He'll gloat. It'll buy us some time.
Yorin will appear from your shoulder. You might want to hear them out. It might be a decent idea to try and talk to him. Obviously, his first instinct was not to attack the thing that Connie had sent in. It was to study it.
Hell, he might not even be the one in charge. They might have just built the city around him.
He did say
I'll go in and talk. You two sneak in. How about that? I can distract him.
Or I can distract him. I have the higher charisma.
Why don't both of you distract him? Buy me some time.
Maybe recommend you go in your Dracon form, my friend.
That would be I had the intentions of dropping the disguise. Being showed in my true form would be the best. And he takes off his hat, puts it back in the bag of holding.
I've talked to people. I've talked to dragons before. I probably might know a little thing to talk. I'll stir his ego up. See if I can't get him to say anything.
I would be careful in stirring up his ego. He might find you a good meal if you do it too much.
Oh, trust me. I know how to curb it. Have you ever seen a dragon-born son of Dravine talk? It's like a nightmare.
I have seen many sons of Dravine in my time with Advin.
Then you might know the name Carnivax.
I know of him, but not one we generally sought out.
I fought and defeated him 3 times. He tried to take over the scaled throne.
Well, you are lucky to have made it out with your life.
Lucky? I kicked his ass. But that's not the point. You two, get into position. I'll get into mine.
Alright. As you guys descend into the sewers, we'll hop on over to Leopold, Connie, and Rachel. Alright. So we're sticking with our normal plan, right, Leopold? We blow the other 2 bridges. Our forces engage with theirs. And we take the 3rd bridge.
And the big dragon?
Might not even come out.
Alright. Gotcha. Well, I can probably make some more explosives if we need them.
That might be helpful.
Alright, well, I'll get to work on that. And where are we right now?
You guys are pretty much right in front of the scaled bridge.
Okay, gotcha. So I'll, I guess, bunk down in a safe spot and pull out the 2 cylinders that unfold, and the sort of spigot pops out, and the checkered board below pops out, as well as I take out some different supplies from my backpack and start feeding it into it, entering different commands into it as it starts to create.
I have no idea what that thing is.
They'll make explosives, so we'll go with that. And
whatever helps.
Here. This. All right. That's
Leopold.
Enough.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Well, in that case, Rachel will stand up straight and drop her disguise. As Connie, you will see her form shift from the human Rachel into an almost angelic being. beautiful feathered wings extending from her back, 2 capped eyes that seem to go over her face, smoothed out features. What would normally be blonde, beautiful hair has black streaks going through it. And as you look at her, she glows a small amount. And she has a crack. Multiple actually. Cracks forming from her right eye, going down her face and her neck, going across her shoulder.
I kind of stare absent-mindedly at her, and there's this small little click noise that comes from the glasses, almost like a camera shutter.
it's just like, huh? I'm just dying in your arms tonight.
Huh?
Must have been something you changed.
I'm just dying.
Why do you? Okay. Didn't expect that. That's. What?
All right, kid. Look, you don't have to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I'm just confused.
You're freaking out. I'm not freaking out. You're freaking out.
My real name is Rajiel.
Rajiel
Tenakar.
Okay.
I am a yacht.
I'm on a boat.
Okay, what's a yacht?
YAT. A yacht is a creature created by the god of promises. Fala.
Okay.
Follow these nuts.
I do not follow him anymore, and I follow the queen of the third option.
Sounds like there's like a lot of stuff to unpack here, and I think the time isn't exactly now for me to ask a bunch of questions, but just know that there will probably be a lot more questions.
I'll give you the notes.
Okay. And I turn back to the fabric, to the freaking what is it? The machine, the cylinder thing, and then I start, keep typing.
Imagine a scale, 2 sides.
Mm-hmm.
The third option is the scale itself. Balance.
Ooh.
Either right.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
Good or bad. The center. Because sometimes the world isn't just black and white. Sometimes it's many different facets, shades. There's so much more than just those 2 options to understand.
Wow. That's pretty cool. And also that's pretty cool. Haha, C4. All right. And I pick up the.
She looks at you like you're insane. See what?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. It blows up. That's all that really matters. And I kind of pack up the machine again and put it on my back.
I will say, Connie, it's weird now to see her blinking because her eyelids are side to side rather than up and down.
Oh, that's
Men in Black 2 style.
It's like a
or Men in Black style.
Cool. Okay. All right. I guess let's get ready.
All right, I'll give the signal. She walks forward and extends her wings as she beats them and she begins to fly.
Wow, okay. That's something. All right.
And as she flies into the sky, she begins muttering something in a language you do not understand. As she begins to glow a bright green color, as an orb surrounds her. A bright, shining green orb. As you hear off in the distance, maybe a mile or 2 away, 2 loud explosions and the din of battle.
Ha 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 ha.
And I reach into my backpack once more, and I pull out this like white cube that slowly unfolds as it extends a small bit that folds into my hand, and it extends further, and the end two prongs come out, and there's this sort of electric ball on the end as it forms this sort of gun shape. And I cock it.
And
okay.
As the explosions go off, you see the 4 animated armors stand up straight, turn towards the entrance of the bridge, and point their spears. As you also see ballista bolts hit them from behind, sending them off the bridge. Alright, there go the constructs. We need to move across the bridge now if we're gonna catch up with your friends.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, you guys begin running across the bridge. As we're going to go back to Team A.
Okay.
Alright. Team A. You guys are in the sewer. You've been traveling for maybe 45 minutes now. As you hear explosions rumble the entirety of the sewer.
Oh, that was faster than I thought it'd be.
Do those explosions sound like they're in front of us or behind us?
Behind you.
Okay, so we're pretty close to the castle at this point.
Yeah. In fact, you see maybe 50 feet in front of you a gate that is wide open. Just sitting there. Open.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace
Okay.
and ready my crossbow.
Okay, all 3 of you make stealth checks.
Okay. And this is plus 10 because of Pass Without a Trace. Good thing. Stealth. 11.
35.
Okay.
8 plus 11. 19?
Okay, 19.
Is that good or bad?
Advin, what did
Did you add the 10?
Yes, that is plus 10.
Okay, so you rolled a 9.
Because
and you have
I
a
had...
plus 1.
No, I had an 8. I had an 8. I have a plus 1 to stealth plus the plus 10, so that's plus 11. So that's 8 plus 11, 19.
19. Advin, what did you get on your stealth check? If he is available. I do not know. He's been... Well, he's also been doing stuff, so...
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that he was doing stuff.
I'm not sure, He's probably doing stuff.
Who's doing stuff?
Advin.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled for him a 17. I don't know what his dexterity modifier is, so it's 27.
At least.
At least. Alright. You're all moving silently through these tunnels. Very carefully avoiding the center water stream that seems to be going through these sewage.
I'm back. Sorry. Had I go to the bathroom?
What's your dexterity modifier? Or what's your stealth modifier specifically?
So, let me load it.
Because I rolled for you a 17 plus 10 plus your stealth.
2.
Okay, so you rolled a 29 then. Okay, cool. Alright, you guys are moving through these sewer tunnels. As you reach the open gate...
I'm on, like, the upper side of the wall.
Yeah. As you reach the gate, you're kind of staring at it, and there's no presence of anyone there. In fact, it's kind of hard to see because with dark vision, it's less of a you can see in the dark, more you can make out shapes.
I have superior dark vision, though.
Well, yeah, that just means you can see further. as far as I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I think it's dumb.
so it doesn't impose disadvantage on like attacks or perception checks and stuff like that, but it's really hard to see in the dark, and you can see certain like turns in the tunnels and stuff like that, and you can see the gate, and as you reach the gate, it's just an open gate. It is pitch black down here too, guys, so it's like Advin is having to to move about, kind of. Oh wait, hold up, he's a stalker as well, so he's fine.
Yeah, he has dark vision because he's a stalker.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hooray for legacy races.
So, question, is everyone there?
No.
No. Just Khan, Advin, and Grim. Cleric, you went back to the hideout.
Right, yes. What about Leopold?
Leopold, Connie, and Rachel are up top,
They're
helping out the
They're enacting
resistance.
the plan.
Good to know.
All right. You three stealthily move forward, kind of just walking. You find some turns here and there, and then you come across a stairwell. A
Still no
staircase.
signs of guard.
No signs of guards at all. You have found some bones and black scale armor, but other than that, there are no signs of guards.
Oh, black scale. I finally get it. That's where they get their armor.
Fucking.
What? No, I'm serious. I literally just got that.
Yep.
What?
It's okay. It's okay, Lemmy. We still love you.
I thought black scale was like a nickname or something.
Nope, their armor is literally black scaled.
Okay.
It's how we deduced it was a black dragon.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, somebody could have told me that.
It was discussed while we were discussing it.
Well,
Openly.
excuse me for not paying attention.
That is entirely your fault.
Yep. All right. As you guys are, do you guys begin to ascend?
I thought the dragon was pink. Just kidding. I actually paid attention this time.
How do you get pink from the black dragon?
It's Blackpink. It's a K-pop band. I don't know.
I'll kill you.
It's colorblind.
It's
That's how.
it's a pink dragon going through an emo phase.
Going through an emo phase. God. Anyways.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Do you guys ascend the staircase?
I guess we have to at this point.
You're all there.
Okay. As you ascend the staircase stealthily, Con, I'm assuming you're like hanging off the ceiling or some shit like that?
Yeah, like most of the way towards the ceiling, but still on the wall.
Okay.
So I'm actually more out of the way than if I were on the ceiling.
As you approach the door, it slowly opens for you.
I'm prepared to shoot.
You do not see anything there, but through it you see that same throne room from the drone that Connie had gotten into the palace, the keep.
I telepathically say to them, "Looks like he's expecting us."
Should I go?
I can. Well, I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter. He knows we're here.
So there's no point in stealthing.
So
let's try.
Advin,
Let's try.
You guys go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And before we go, I put my hand on Khan's shoulder. Don't fire unless you need to. Understood?
Khan just sticks to the shadows.
Okay.
Can the shadows give me a nod?
Not really.
As you guys...
Yorick, did he hear me?
He would have heard you.
Just yeah. Okay,
As
we
you
walk in carefully.
Silent.
As you all emerge, or as you both emerge from the cavern, it's still extremely dark in here. Like, there are maybe 1 or 2 torches in the entirety of the room. And as you move forward into the chamber, you see the pile of gold.
So, you all came here, destroyed my bridges, began murdering and slaughtering my men.
That, if I might say, was not our fault. The killing thing, the murder, that wasn't us.
I do not care about their lives. They are more property than anything else.
Okay.
I'm more curious as to why you are here. Your scent is unfamiliar. Yet it seems to have been on that strange contraption that flew in here. And it smells rather close to death. Both of your scents.
Yes, well...
Now why would that be?
Because death is a close friend of ours.
Grim, you feel the brush of something against your shoulder.
Is it like threatening or is it just moving?
It feels like a tail. Just brushing along your shoulder.
Well...
You also realize that you have not been seeing the dragon anywhere in the room.
Can I make an Arcana check?
For what?
To see if this dragon is an illusion. Or at least if there's some kind of magic in this room.
I'd say you can make... I'd say you can make one, make an Arcana check, yeah.
And also reminding you, Advin, we haven't used our soul search today.
That is true. Neither of you have used your soul search.
Damn it.
It's like an intense stealth mission going on here.
13 plus 7. Modified 20.
Okay. There are no illusions in the room. In fact, the only magic within it currently are the torches and the natural weave.
Okay. Just making sure. Well, I speak up. Well, my draconic friend. They say it's rather rude to not meet your guests face to face.
Says the person who sent a drone to say hello.
Well, it's not exactly like you have a front door around here.
I do.
Although he was very welcoming.
I do have a front door. Just no one uses it.
It's called my mouth.
I'm just saying, Grim. He did open the door for us.
Well,
I have been nothing but polite.
Is he alright?
Yes, and that we thank you for. But we've come here to ask you a few things, if that is all right with you.
I am perfectly fine with answering a few questions. But first, I must ask your names. First with you, my Dracone friend. What is your name?
How about I give you my range as a Mystara Knight?
You can't see him, but you hear the scales jingling in joy as a smile crosses his face, and he will actually jump down from the ceiling and land on the pile of gold with a thud, jingling of not only gold, but also his scales. As Advin, you will see the black form of the person who has been known as Ingrith Karar. Oh wait, hold up. No, that's not Ingrith Karar. Never mind. Or was it? No, I don't remember now.
Man can't keep
think
track
it
of
was.
That was the name of the
lore.
Lord. Ingrid Ferrar
Huh?
was the Lord.
Okay. So you see the form of Ingrith Karar, the one who has been, well, who has labeled himself the lord of this place.
Have I successfully snuck into the room, DM?
You have.
Excellent.
I would like to formally introduce myself. Most of the humans here call me Ingrith Karar, the Umbral Scourge. But I prefer the name given to me by my father 900 years ago. Karash Alker.
History check.
Does I guess.
Does Avin know this name?
Can I do you want a help check? I can give you the.
There are no help checks on history checks.
Why?
But you can both make. You can both
time ago.
make history checks if you want.
I'll make a history check. Fuck it.
I got a 24.
I got an 8 plus 7. 15.
DM,
Yes, Con.
before you get into the history check, I am pointing my boom rifle at the dragon.
Ooh.
I have never used it before, but should things go south,
Okay.
it'll be my first shot.
Advin. Grim, what did you get on your history check again?
8 plus 7, 15.
You do not know this dragon. But Advin, you have met this dragon personally during your ceremony to become a writer. He was a young dragon at that moment. He was maybe an adolescent. But he had been called there to oversee the ceremony. And he was overseeing your very fun first ride.
Branches, leaves, that all contain bacteria.
You count Avin goes from like a state of like confusion to like recognition to like a smile. And just like, is that really you?
You know this.
My man!
My Draco.
I'm sorry.
Karash
It's so
pauses. Karash pauses for a second and sniffs the air. And his eyes widen.
You truly are a son of Mistar. You yourself are a rider of Mistar.
I'm just gonna give you my ring.
What is that back noise?
Sorry.
It's all good.
The dragon explodes acid in front of you. As he sneezes.
Literally everybody melts.
You are Advin Kari from my recollection. What?
It's been a long time.
What a glorious happenstance this is. It truly has been a long time.
I don't. In the back of Groom's mind, you can just see. Don't say anything. Don't say anything about being from. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Because he remembers his hit. Because he's from the Scaled Throne, and he does not want to ruin this.
Now,
So
my question is, what is someone like you doing in these parts now?
That is a simple answer. I was employed. You see, the king was a standing friend of mine, or at least the child of one. I had a debt I had to repay, so he asked me to sit upon this pile of gold for 300 years. And I could continuously accrue my wealth wherever however I wished. And so I did.
How long has that been now?
15 years or so. About 2 years ago, he approached me. About 17, he approached me and asked me to take over this place. Or at least assist him in taking it over. But he sent me a telegram about 15, which was what really got me going. Said that something big was going to happen on the Scaled Throne, and he wanted someone to take advantage of it and help him with the instability that would follow. Of
him
course.
saying that.
What, Grim?
When he says that about the Scaled Throne, do I remember what he's talking about?
It was most likely the burning of Beldam.
Advin? Can you roll a perception check for me?
Hope you're next.
If the DM allows.
Yeah, I'll allow
What's
it. Roll a perception check, Advin. I will fully allow it.
Can Khan roll an insight check? Because he's been keeping an eye on the body language of every single person to try and make sure that, as soon as the signal's given.
24.
24.
20.
He would notice, Grim.
You look at Khan, you hear him mention that, and you see, for a brief moment, Grim's eyes go from the dark black and yellow that they usually are, like Stalker standard, I don't think you've ever seen his normal eyes and what they look like.
Khan's seen his normal eyes before.
He means Advin.
Oh, Advin. Oh, yeah, no.
Advin, yeah. Khan has. Advin hasn't, I don't think. Yeah. But you see for a brief moment, like, his eyes go from that stalker to this blue, like, silvery blue color, and they fully, like, contract to a small pinprick upon the mention of that, and he freezes for a few seconds before
yes,
snapping back to normal.
Will you allow Khan to make an insight check on the body language of everyone?
Sure.
In that case, it's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Do I need to roll a deception or anything?
I don't know. What are you trying to infer, Khan?
I'm basically trying to keep an eye on everyone's body language. If I see Grim suddenly go fully stiff, in that instant, I almost pull the trigger.
Yeah, you would see him go stiff, but you would not see any aggression from him.
I'll say that, like, if from that insight check, if the DM would allow me to describe it.
Yeah, sure.
You look at him in a minute. Something snapped for a second. I don't know if you've ever experienced what PTSD or like any sort of traumatic disorder is like, but he freezes for a second as if...
I personally haven't, but Khan definitely has.
Oh, okay then. Khan, you know exactly what this is. He had a flashback.
Okay.
He had several flashbacks in a single second before snapping back to normal.
So, on that insight check, I understand Grim just had a PTSD flashback.
Yes.
Got it. Understood.
Sorry, continue.
As you're looking at, or as you hear that, Grim, that whole thing just overwhelms you for a second.
And about 15 years ago, he sent me a telegram saying something big was going down on the scaled throne. And so I came over here, and taking advantage of the chaos that was about to ensue, I killed the Lord here in the keep, and I took over his throne.
Grim says nothing, hoping that no one else noticed that.
Summer, my friend, hold on.
What?
Well, he said hold on. I think he's getting to a quieter place.
Yeah, Tamaz is getting to a quieter place, I think.
So that we don't hear the background noise. The background.
The tension is absolutely killing me. Like this, will they, won't they fight to the death?
I'll hear in a bit.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright,
So
what were you gonna ask?
What was? Just refresh me real quick, because I lost my train of thought.
And taking advantage of the would-be chaos, I killed the Lord here and took over his throne.
Unfortunately, my friend, this is where we're at, our impasse. For time's sake, please, connection Nemistar, let go of this throne, and let me and my group pass to Desh, and relinquish your hold on these innocent people.
I have spent years building my hold over this place. I have held it firmly and like an iron grip. There is much I have seen, much I have consumed, much I have burned and sundered.
You could kind of see Advent's face go from a point of like from once joy from seeing an old friend to concern, sadness as he's continuing this. He just says, please, don't make me a dragon killer.
No. But perhaps a meal.
As he says a meal,
I instantly fire.
the vehicle that you all had driven here in breaks through the front door, splintering the wood. As I need you all to roll initiative.
Can I get my shot off before?
Absolutely.
Alright, and am I unnoticed by him?
You are unnoticed by him, yes.
Hell yeah. 35 stealth check for the win. Fucking shit. Okay.
So actually,
Shit
before we roll initiative, I would actually like to rewind after Khan gets his shot off.
I don't think that's gonna hit. 19.
19 will hit.
Okay. That's a D8 and a D10. Oh, and a D6 because of my class feature. 1, 4, 8. 14 points of damage.
Only 14?
Yeah, this firearm's not great because it's still in its dormant phase.
Right.
Because I've never used it.
Mm-hmm.
But he does take 14 damage immediately.
Okay. So I'll put that in my notes.
And I have extra attack.
I will say no.
Okay. But I will put the boom rifle away and pull out my hand crossbow and knife.
So before we roll initiative, I would like to rewind a little bit and come to the outside, where Connie,
I'd like to come
Leopold, and Rachel are, or Rachiel. As you all are in the din of battle at this point. You all are in the din of battle. People are screaming, swords are clanging, blood splattering. Connie, this is the most hectic you have ever seen a place be. Leopold, you're used to this. This is battle. This is war. This is what it costs.
Leopold's just stone cold. Meanwhile, I'm just like, oh my god, what was that?
Oh my god, I've never seen these explosions outside my lab.
Oh, are those intestines? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
As someone attempts to reach for Connie, Rachiel will chop off his arm and then his head.
Okay. Thank you.
You guys are just watching the din of battle. But a little bit before that even, yes, I know.
This is the prequel of the prequel.
The master.
The first ninjutsu master created Ninjago.
Cleric.
Yes.
As you sit alone in this hideaway that Leopold and Rachel had found and established, the thoughts of your friends firm in your mind. What do you do?
Cleric is just kind of like, because he can't lift his left arm. It's like basically destroyed. And he kind of picks it up. And he kind of feels to see if maybe it is in his head or not. And obviously, it is very physical, if I'm correct.
You can feel your arm, but the dent, like you can feel yourself touching your arm, but you can't move it, and it looks to you almost as if your arm is gone from the elbow down.
But I can feel as if my arm is still there. But I assume, even though I can't see it, the arm that I feel is still busted.
Yes, you can feel the dent.
Oh Well, I thought it was more than just a dent at that point.
Well, at this point, it is a little more than a dent. Your hand cannot move.
So he's just kind of looking at where his arm should be. He can feel it, but he can't see it. And he's just like... Maybe I am a coward. Maybe this isn't for me. Still the same damaged robot I was almost 200 to 300 years ago. I can never keep this arm in good shape. Nonsense. Not since I lost my father. And he's gonna kind of wander out to the little girl's grave.
Mm-hmm.
He's just kind of kneel. You just kind of sit there, contemplating, regretting so many decisions. That's all I have right now.
Okay. Cleric, as you stare at the little girl's grave, the pain once again shooting through your arm, you take 8 points of psychic damage.
Shit.
As that
Okay.
pain is still fresh in your mind. It's all that arm's fault. That you're a coward. That you're like this. Your father once told you if your arm was ever damaged in a time that you needed it most, then you should cast it aside.
Your arm is cringe.
Maybe I've been thinking about this so wrong. Maybe I don't need to replace this arm. I don't need it at all. And he's gonna tear his arm off.
Alright, as you tear off your arm, you take 50 points of damage as you remove your limb from your body. How low are you, Cleric?
I am at 44.
Alright. Cleric, do you wish to join the battle as the explosions over at the bridges go off?
I see that over there, and I am holding the I didn't cast this idea. I have the arm that I just tore off in my hands. And I'm just going to like plunge it deep into the ground as if I am burying the pain letting go.
I will say, as you tear off your arm, you can see it fully.
I literally...
The large dent in it.
Yeah. I plunge it into the ground as if signifying that I am burying it, that I am accepting that it has happened, and then now I am moving on.
You bury it.
I
will say, Cleric,
Hmm.
your maximum HP is decreased by 20 hit points. Permanently.
Damn.
I hastily put the arm back up.
No, wait,
Get it back on, get it back on.
Trauma's fine, trauma's fine.
Please,
Shit.
please.
By 20.
Why? Why won't you get back on?
Damn. If I get a new arm...
I was like Woody and
You might be able to regain those 20 HP, but you,
Got it.
until you
It
can
is-
replace your arm, your maximum HP has been reduced by 20 hit points.
Damn. Okay, so 118 minus 20. Damn, my max HP is only 98 now.
Oh, dang, that's so low.
Shut up.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I have 123 health.
Okay.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay,
I have a higher
I had because I had switched my lowered my max HP, it went back to full, so I brought it back down to 44.
Okay, good.
All
right.
He's gonna try to find something to like cover it so that he doesn't drip. Well, actually, would he be dripping, or would it just be like you'd like see like this?
You would not be dripping any oil.
Well, I would assume, based on like flavor, like there's like an ethereal like magic, like kind of like a cloud coming out the side.
There is sort of an aether kind of element that emits from the exposed wound, but yeah, you're not really dripping at all anymore after the initial.
Oh, he doesn't have blue
shock.
cosmic brownie blood. Damn it.
Bruh. Alright, so yeah, after he literally like shoves the arm in his fist into the ground, essentially burying it and like symbolizing that he has now accepted his trauma and is moving on. He's going to get up, take out his javelin, and basically use that as a way to keep himself as like he just like charges.
This is the beginning of
Like he just starts
emo
running
phase.
towards the explosion.
Okay. Well, do you run towards the third bridge that you were shown the previous day?
Well, I run to where the explosion is.
Well, the third bridge would be where you would want to go, just because the explosions...
Well, then yes, I
Yeah.
will take the third bridge.
Okay. So you begin to run towards the third bridge.
Would I have encountered the car on the way there?
Most likely, actually. It comes
Yes,
tearing
picture
across
up.
the street.
I'm going to, like, as it's going by, I'm going to very quickly put the javelin back onto back into my bag of holding, actually, because that's where I keep most of my shit. And I'm
wait a
just
minute.
going to reach out my arm and, like, grab onto the vehicle and have it yank me along.
Full
Wait a
on,
minute,
like Phineas and Ferb across the fourth dimension style on the bus scene where their dad just hitches a ride on the bus.
He just, like, grabs onto it with his with his right arm, the only arm he has now, and just kind of, like...
And you just get yanked.
Bye, boys. See you next spring.
All right, gentlemen.
I just imagine you have like a peg arm.
Also, question: when the car lands, can I do like a cool like?
We'll
like
get to
flung...
that. We'll get to that.
Okay, cool. All right. That's all. Thank you.
Connie, more people are just dying around you. Leopold and Rachel basically being the ones to save you. And as you're watching Rachel, her hair flashes from that green color that you had seen her emit during that first little bit. to a blue color, back to the green. Whenever she takes damage, she backs up and switches to this greenish color again. Back to the purplish blue, back to the blackish red, back, just switching between these 3 different colors that seem to have different effects. Because as she stabs someone, as she slices people and stabs them with the bluish purple color, ice forms around them, and as she stabs them with the red color, fire emits from her blades. And as she takes damage, when she turns green, her wounds begin to close. And Leopold, like a boss, is just picking people up, snapping their necks, and chucking them aside. Or stabbing them with his spear, or hitting them with his shield.
I just imagine him like he's not running or anything. He's just like marching forward, grabs someone, snap, pushes aside, just keeps walking.
That's basically what it is.
Exactly what went through my head too.
He's just going on a death march. Good God.
Yeah, you guys are...
But I'm just huddled in the middle with my little electric gun, just kind of shaking.
As the...
This is essentially a toy.
The truck comes barreling across the bridge. And Cleric is attached
right on
to
schedule. Oh, you know what? That works out in our favor.
With a single arm.
Although, don't know how he lost that, but... Anyways, and then I charge after the... I charge after the
slow motion.
Yeah, you charge towards the truck. Rachel looks at Leopold and motions for him to keep going as she turns to fight the horde of black scales that are still assaulting the citizens of Daringtown.
While also being slightly inebriated.
Yeah. As you're running towards the truck, it barrels through the front gate of the keep into the throne room as a big crack gunshot sounds. As you see Khan Incubo pointing a rifle directly at the dragon, switching it to his 2 crossbows and preparing.
I only have 1 hand crossbow.
Oh, you have 1 hand crossbow and a scimitar. Not a scimitar. Knife. Your knife.
My short sword.
Yeah. As the blade comes out with the crossbow, you see Grim and Advin preparing to fight. Leopold just following the truck slowly. Well, not slowly now. He's actually running now. Cleric actually having grabbed onto the truck. Cleric, what would you like to do as the truck crashes through the wall?
I would like to do like a cool fucking like let go and slide, and just like use my spear, or my javelin. Actually, it's not my spear. To like kind of like keep myself from sliding too far. And basically to the point where I'm like kind of behind everyone, so I can still do support.
Okay.
While
as you slide in, Connie kind of running up behind the truck, pointing his gun, and Leopold running forward, readying his shield and his spear as he runs to the side of Grim and Advin. As you all prepare to fight Karash Alker, the Umbral Scourge.
Here it is.
Looking death straight in the face. We are going to end the session right there.
You son of a... There it is.
I can't
there
use...
it is.
I
Called
it.
I
knew
it.
I knew it. I
We all saw it coming.
We all did. We all did.
I knew it. I knew
No need to get upset. We all saw it coming.
When
I know. Listen, I know I saw it coming, but I'm still upset that it happened.
When we come back next week, we will.
Don't get upset. It only feeds a sadistic pleasure.
Oh, it feeds it so much. I love it. I fucking love it every time.
Yep. I hate him for that, actually.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us on today's episode. I had a lot of fun. Yes, Con?
DM, can I make one note?
What?
For anyone that was paying attention, Khan's shoulders, upon seeing Cleric appear, instantly relax.
That makes me happy.
Makes me happy too.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us on today's episode 37. We hope you enjoyed, and Lemmy, if you would please take us out.
Sure, but first I'm gonna say, this motherfucker doesn't want us to level up so goddamn bad.
Hey, you guys leveled up just recently.
Yeah, we.
Regardless,
No,
remember, you always
regardless.
stay happy, healthy, horny, hungry, gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, and always remember that the hat works in mysterious ways. I'm coming for all of you.
Good night, everybody. We love you, and we'll see you next time.